firstly, I want to say, Matthew, that I'm so lucky to be here right now interacting with you. I want to thank also QuantumCon for providing me this chance. The game was really insane, and everything was about it was like really awesome. I have some questions here, if it's okay, so I can ask you. So the first question is going to be, what's your favorite part of the game?
Yeah, I think, there are so many iconic places, I would say, so it's hard to pick one. Looking at the remake and how we approach it, I think you can see that one of our favorite parts is actually the cell scene with Maria.
The cell scene with Maria.
Yes.
I just loved that shot in the trailer. It was so good.
Yeah, and it was created in a way to kind of complement the original game, and I would say that is our favorite and my favorite because we were very careful to not change it too much.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit different approach than in any other scenes in the game.
The facial expressions, the models, it was really insane. The facial hair, it was so good. Mine was when James kind of reaches deep in the Natural History Museum. When he goes deeper and deeper, I thought there was always going to be a door, and then there's nothing. You go deeper and deeper. The music was so insane. And then you go to the Pyramid Head layer. What's your favorite moment or scene from any Silent Hill games and why?
Oh, I don't think I will pick anything else like apart from Silent Hill 2. Like I think, there was a reason why we've been chosen to do Silent Hill 2, and it was a reason why we actually wanted to do this game first, because that was the most precious for us. And in terms of the story, in terms of the things, how it impacted us, it was so strong that starting with, kind of this game, even though probably maybe some fans would like to, start from the beginning, or like there are.
I love so many Easter eggs that you put. My favorite one is about Douglas and Heather when James felt it in the room. And my favorite moment of the Silent Hill games, it's when Heather was explaining it all to Douglas in the car, and then the music Letter to My Future Self plays. It was so good. And I'm really glad that Heather gets like her own moments. Were there any scrapped ideas or concepts that you wish made it to the final game?
Obviously, like many ideas that we have like along the production, it's as always, and some of those ideas can't go into the final game because of the time frame, because of the specific style, because of other things. But I think what we actually really liked to pull off, like during the production, was to expand on the idea that James is not a skilled fighter.
You did expand so many stuff. The game was so heavily rich in content.
Yeah. But, like we even wanted to, in terms of combat, we really wanted to go even deeper. And we kind of, romanticize with the concept that he's, for example, like trying to reload the gun and ammo is falling
I focus a lot about gun animations, and that game has it all, dude.
Yeah,
it was amazing. I was hoping like to see Maria's interaction with Ernest Baldwin. You guys did some Easter eggs about it, but maybe like in a DLC in the future, like or anything. It's fine. I was just saying that I love that interaction. You did put some Easter eggs. Which horror films or book influenced your direction the most?
Oh, that's a very nice question. I'm actually like super, huge fan of the cinema. Even looking at our previous games, like in Bluebird Team and what we did, you can clearly see the inspirations from David Fincher movies like Seven, Zodiac. It's not only my inspiration. Like so many people were inspired by the movie and the mood of it, and the camera work and all of that stuff. So this one, obviously, we love all of the Blade Runner, franchise.
Blade Runner,
and then even
the vibe with James kind of felt like the character, like the lead character. I don't know his name, but I can see it definitely.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Matt. Thank you. Now you have my partner here, Hissa. She wants to ask questions about development or such.
I only had actually one question for you. It was how to get into game development if you're like want to develop games. How would you approach it in terms of like signing with big companies or making your own small studio and things like that? Because I know you're working with Looper.
Right now I'm working at Bluebird Team for last 10 years actually.
Exactly.
Like it's my anniversary. How to get into industry, like that's the very broad question, and obviously like everyone needs to have like their own path. I think what is most important is to just rely on what you are really passionate to do, and if you are doing things that you are like very passionate about, then you will find a job, or the job will find you. Not like you need to start with a big company or you need to start with a very small one to be successful. You just need to go with your craft, do it in a way that you started to be like better and better, and then you would be appreciated by the work you are doing, whatever it is. I would really recommend to kind of think about what you like to do, or what the specific person really loves in terms of the gaming, etc., and then start to doing that. There's still the companies in the world are very open to hire people if the quality of your work would be there. There is definitely the room for anyone to go into it.
because the gaming industry just started here in Kuwait. People are more interested in making games right now.
Yeah.
So there are more game jams and things like that. That's why I'm
great.
asking if there's like one advice you could give for someone who wanted to start like a gaming studio. What would you tell them to do?
Oh, like these days there are like much more informations in the internet, much more tutorials, much more things that you can learn. Back in the day when I was starting almost 20 years ago, it wasn't that much. You needed to rely on the other things, other people to actually get this knowledge. But right now you can just scan through the internet, get some tutorials and start just doing things in Unreal Engine and other engines. Just craft your skill. That's the best way to do it. Just
Thank you so
doing
much for
things.
your time. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your time.